So we're on drop number 10, which actually isn't really drop number 10. It's like 12, really. Great watches in this one, but I do have to say, we're getting towards the end. So I'm just letting you guys know. So if you want to get on these watches from this batch, you're getting towards the end of the run. So we have a good drop here, and then we have probably one more decent one, and then there's the more affordable stuff, the Invictas and some oddball stuff like that. We'll have some more of those and some leftovers from older drops. So there's always the potential to pick up something that didn't sell on a prior one. And there might even be some on this one. I'm looking at, I did the list and I'm looking at some of them and they're not getting the love yet, but more people will see it. Maybe they're waiting for this video, which I will try to get through it real quick here. This is the Seiko SBDY041. Very cool colorway indeed. I didn't time graph all these. These watches are all like new condition, so there really shouldn't be any issues. I just did the Seiko shuffle and got it running. This one's going to be $500. I researched all my prices. I messed up on a couple of them, but overall did pretty good. This one, I think the owner picked up used. The strap looks like it's been worn and stuff, but honestly, I'm not a huge fan of these silicone straps anyway. But the watch head is still in great condition. There's no problems there. This is the SRPH41. Pretty cool looking turtle. Got a few turtles in this one. So if you're interested in picking this guy up, this one right here will be $400. Pretty rare. That's the thing with most of these. It's a limited edition. I cannot freaking read how many's on there. 1,400. So that's a pretty legit limited edition when it comes to Seiko. As is this guy right here. This one's pretty rare, and it is still in new condition. This is the SRPD 48. You can see that's got a vibrant colorway, like mismatched colors, like the green dial, the blue bezel, the gold tone with the black, and then black keeper, and then the rose gold colored hardware. This one's also a limited edition. I forget how many they did of this one. Does it say? Yeah, 500. They only did 500 of these. Well, that's why the price, when I looked it up, it's going to be $650. So, yeah, that's a legit. That's how you do a limited edition Seiko. Not that Seiko's watching this. Now, this one here, I clearly screwed up on the pricing. I'm going to let it fly. If I'm completely honest with you guys, you're still going to get that deal at $350. I'm going to kick in $100 of my own money because it's not fair to the seller. Even at $450, it's ridiculous. So I am going to kick in the $100 on this one because I already listed the price and you guys are obviously excited about it. But it's in like new condition. This is the SBDC 111. Probably my favorite colorway of the Willard, that dark green. I think it fits the vibe of what the Willard is all about, right? That colorway kind of makes sense. This one here is it's priced at $350. That was wrong. That was wrong of me to do that. It should have been like $500. But anyway, it's $350. This guy here, the SRPL 23, comes in a cool little special box. This is the Honda Super Cub collab, but in the red colorway on this one, and they did a really good job with it. I like that red, the kind of Frenched in framed date window, the little like headlight up there that you would see on a Super Cub. I actually owned a Super Cub for a minute. I don't know if you guys ever watched any of those videos, but has the Honda logo on the strap and everything. So this guy here is going to be, I priced it at $250. The red one's not as common. So the Seiko SB, trying to read everything here, SBSC003. This is the blue GMT colorway with the NH34, or it's not the NH34, it's whatever Seiko's is, the 4R34 or something like that. So it is a very robust GMT movement in this thing. So runs good, looks good. Still has plastic and stuff on there. That one's going to be $200. I should probably speed things up a little bit. This one is the SNZG11, and it is a Japan model. My first automatic Seiko I ever bought was actually the black version of this watch, and I wore the heck out of it. I absolutely loved that watch. It has the 7S movement in it, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 7S. So it is not hand wound, so you do have to like do the Seiko shuffle and then set it. Very cool watch. It's holds a special place in my heart because that was my first one. That one is $100 because it's brand new. This guy here, this is the, I don't have the tag for it, and I think, yeah, I have, there's a fabric strap that matches much better for this, but I'm missing the spring bars for it. So it will come with this aftermarket one and the strap, but I just don't have the spring bars for this. This is the SSC 667, and we'll do this one for $85, and it is a solar, and it looks like it needs a charge because I don't think it's sticking. It's not doing anything. So I will take this upstairs and charge it before the buyer actually pays for it. I will make sure that it charges, but should not be a problem. A lot of these watches are just sat in the dark, but I will charge it up, no big deal. I have some other ones I have to do that too as well. Next up is this here. It's a Pepsi style colorway of the Samurai. This is the SRPB 53, and that one is $225. Doesn't take much to get these to have the seconds hand run. And then we have this guy here. This is unique. I had another colorway of this one here on an earlier sale. Kind of has like a Navitimer look to it. Bidirectional, nice friction on that bezel. Nice presentation, very legible, easy to read. This is the SRPB 61. So this one's $150. Long since not available anymore. So if you're looking for this look at a very affordable price, this is the one to go with. And then here we have probably, at least in my top 3 all-time favorite Seiko turtles. This is the something grape. I can't remember what they called it, but it's the SRPD 45, and it just has a fun dial with that weird colored minute hand and the track, as well as the black case, and then this OD green silicone strap. It's just an interesting colorway. It's limited as well. I forget how many they made. Thumb was cramping up. Limited edition, 1,800 on this one. So this one will be $650 as well. Weird that I priced it that way, but that's legit what they go for. They only made 500 of those, 1,800 of these, $650 for each one. They're both super, super rare. This guy here is a little bit smaller. This is the SNK 381, but super legible, day date. Comes with a bracelet. Runs. There we go. What did I write down for this thing? Where's it at? SNK 381, $85 on this one. Still has the plastic and stuff on it. So, but it's a little bit smaller case. How small? I don't know. Look it up. I'm not measuring it right now. What do we call these ones? I don't know, dark or night series or something, because I think this one's the dark series, this one's the night or something, or street. But it's a King Samurai, so it has the ceramic bezel insert, sapphire crystal, date magnifier, better traction on the bezel. This is the SRP H97, and it'll be $500. I believe those are limited or special or something too. Another Samurai, this one in the Patty. This one, I'm not typically a huge fan of the Samurais, but I do like this Patty version for some reason. I think I like that powder blue minute hand tied in with the powder blue on the ceramic bezel insert, and then that gradient dial just looks really good, I think. And then it has that custom strap that is tied to this one, and this one is $375. We have one more Samurai here. This is the SRP H11. And then this one is also really cool because it has like that cream color on it with that splash of orange on the minute hand. Pretty cool model. This one is only $200. Shocked on that price. Now we can close this box and get to the second one. We have some super affordable ones in this next case, as well as a couple of crazy good deals, I think, on some rare, harder to get watches. Let's start off with a bunch of Orient. So we have this guy here. This is the open heart. There's a big long part number. I put it in the thing. You can look it up, but it's kind of a blue dial open heart. Still has all the factory stuff and everything. That one's $100. Pretty much all these Orients are $100. Okay. We have this one here, kind of an opaline white dial with a gold tone case and that brown alligator style strap. This thing is pretty slick looking. I like the look on this one. If you're gonna go with a Bambino, I think go full dress like this one. And this one's also $100. If you want to dial it back a little bit, you can get a more classic looking Bambino like this with that anthracite look dial with a touch of rose gold on the markers and everything. And then a kind of a suede style strap. It's nice. Let's see, open heart green. So this one's $100 as well. There's the, and I put this info in the drop too. And then here's a white dial one. This one's, you know, if you're going to play it safe, then this is probably the one to go with. I mean, you can't go wrong with any of them, but I don't really have a need for a dress watch. So if I'm going to get a dress watch, I want that gold one. One more Orient. This one is kind of like a aviator style, like a flight style one. Pretty sure I owned one of these too. It's not the Defender. No, it's the Defender I own. This is not that one. I don't know what this one's called. But here's the hang tag. Most of these Orients have like a name associated with them. Almost looks like a no date. That date is small and it's kind of tucked away right there. This one is also $100. Now we're moving away from the Orients and we're going to go with a Zeppelin. I love the look of this thing. It is so clean looking. Has the factory strap right here. There's the tag. Factory strap is unworn. It's on this strap, which buckle doesn't match it, but that's fine. I just like the clean lines and everything, and they are made in Germany, so that's pretty cool. This one is $140. Now we have a few Islanders, and I know I priced these a little aggressive at $150 each, but keep in mind, this is Islander number 1. This is the first one they did. I dare you to try to find another first one they did. Like, I probably should have offered this to Mark. He might already have one or two, but this one's kind of iconic. This was the first Islander. It's number 1. It's 01. So $150 on that one. Here's like a kind of maroon reddish dial, monster style one. This is the ISL 59 on a brand new bracelet. $150 on that one. Where are you going to get a monster for $150? And then here's the orange SKX style one. This is the 07. Again, long since gone. Great bezel action on it. Ceramic bezel insert, sapphire crystal, all that good stuff. And a nice vibrant orange. Way more vibrant than the Seiko did ever. So, and there's not the gold tone that the Seiko had as well. So this is the 07. This one's $150 as well. And then lastly, on the Orient lineup, this is the ISL 31. Not super familiar with this one, but a really interesting blue and a quite double domed sapphire crystal, ceramic bezel insert, all of that good stuff, in more of a turtle case. So, but it's like a turtle SKX case. Does that make sense? Because it's not a straight turtle case. I think it was like when they were doing those mod cases that were like turtle, but it took the SKX parts. I think that's what this is. So this is the ISL 31. That's $150. Now we move on to, this one is super limited, so much so that they actually wrote limited edition right on the dial. I did a video on this. I personally bought one of these a while ago from the Teddy Bolasar website back in the day. And side note, the seller that sent me this, he actually already rebought one of these. He missed it that much. I don't know why he didn't just have me send this one back, but whatever. Oh, wait, maybe this was the rebuy. Maybe I sold one before for him. I can't keep track. This might even be his rebuy resell. So super cool. This has that push down bezel that you have to do. So as far as dive watches go, I think this is like a legit, pretty awesome dive watch. Limited edition. They only did 1,000 of them. So keep that in mind too. What is this? The Certina Super PH 1000 limited edition, $650. You are not going to get one like that. This thing's brand new. It's got the full kit and everything, okay? This Bulova, I know a lot of people are going to be ready to buy this one as well. This is the, where's the part number? I thought there was a part number on here somewhere. I don't know. I thought it was on there. It's a 98A266. Again, this one has that cool bezel where you have to like push down, and it's a bi-directional one. So pretty cool watch indeed. Nice domed crystal. We'll do this one for $300. We have an orange dial helm. This is the Helm Komodo orange dial. Stainless steel, a little bit smaller case. It has the bracelet. Everything's brand new. It is full kit, orange strap, all that stuff. This one will be $250. So you don't have to wait in line for a helm. You can just buy one of these. Here's the Kuraburi in titanium. I think the Kuraburi is probably my favorite helm. I like it when the crown's over there, but the crown down here is pretty cool too with the date and insane amount of lume. Also has the bracelet and everything, so full kit. That one's going to be $300. This one's interesting. Hamilton Frog. Look at the retail price on that. Now, keep in mind that retail price is old too. They're probably higher than that now. There's the hang tag. It's still wrapped in plastic, guys. This thing is awesome. It has nice bezel action, and I like this. I think this is pretty cool. You unscrew that, and then you have access to the crown. So this is like it seals the crown. So, I don't know. I think that's pretty cool. It looks good on wrist, too. So, it's the Hamilton Khaki Navy Frogman. And the craziest thing about this, I'm selling it for only $400. I think they go down in price. It's crazy. So, like, 400 is like a legit good price on it. It's just, I look at that and I'm like, I can't believe this is only $400. My biggest problem with a lot of these drops, guys, is there's at least 50% of these watches I want, but I can't do that either. So here we go. Laco, Panderborn, automatic. Retail price was basically $1,200. I do need to, whoever gets this one, I do want to hold it back and do a quick video. I won't take it super long, but super cool case, has the numbers on the side, the blued hands, great lume on this thing. I'm going to do it for $800. I think that's where this one needs to be. But I do have a micro brand in right now, and I want to do kind of a video of them next to each other. So if you buy this, hopefully you'll let me do a quick video showing like kind of like the OG. Remember, Laco was one of the main Flieger companies out there. So it's cool to have like a micro brand, an unknown essentially, put out something more modern but still heritage-like, and then I have this in here too. So I'm going to do a video on it. That's my point. So that's it. I'll give you a lume shot of these. I know I should do the Seikos, but we're doing these. Whoa. The switch made a little bit of noise. Good luck. I'll do the drawing Sunday. Probably not going to do it bright and early. I'm getting worn out, so be patient with me.